You see, that's why I like those kind of helmets. Ain't nobody know who that is.
Alright, so we have a sharp left uphill, very bumpy road. First gear recommended.
Oh, hell yeah. So it's not an option.
What's going on, beautiful people? Welcome once again. Oh yes, it's another road motorcycle riding session. We're about to hit some traffic, but before we get to the traffic, we need to go uphill, head back down the hill, go through some tight turns, some tight bends. It's all part of the fun. With me this morning, we have a rider who recently completed a refresher program. Had not been riding for what, 2-3 years, something like that?
Yeah, about that.
And decided, you know what, I need to get my skills refreshed because COVID lockdown kind of messed me up, made me a little rusty. And now,
Very rusty.
and now he's back on the motorcycle to regain those skills he once had. Why don't you introduce yourself to the folks? Tell them a little bit about your riding backstory.
All right, y'all, I go by the name of Scotty.P. I only recently started riding again with Loom, trying to get my skills all fine-tuned and whatnot. Imagine the love for riding really came after I saw a photo with my father on a motorbike. But mind you, my mother didn't want me to have a bike, do not look at bike, nothing to do with bikes. So I really started learning how to ride undercover. Nobody knew except myself and my instructor. I was Wayne. And did the course, passed it. And that's when COVID hit, and COVID really threw me for a loop because I could not get any riding in because I didn't own my own motorcycle just yet. And I said to myself, hey, if you're going to get back on the road, you better know exactly what you're going to be doing.
And you went through a very rigorous program.
Oh, still going through a very rigorous program. Should be you talk about went through, we're still going through.
But it was worth it, no?
Indeed. I'll recommend it to anybody.
What are one of the things that you went through on your refresher program that you feel like is most rewarding while riding on the road?
Understanding the dangers. When you're in a car, you're in a vehicle, you don't really understand the dangers there are because you're protected by a lot of metal around you. But when you're on a motorcycle, you are more prone to the elements. So understanding the dangers, learning how to read your road signs, I think that was most rewarding for me because it actually gave me a deeper appreciation for being a motorist.
Now you're paying attention to your surroundings and...
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Definitely.
So now that pretty much everybody knows you're riding because of this video.
Yeah, that's gonna kill it all. there goes me trying to keep it a secret.
The secret is out. Well, it was pretty much out last week when they saw your video where you were practicing the hill starts on that very steep hill.
Yeah.
Take us back to that moment. What do you remember?
That was crazy. First of all, I didn't even know that hill existed. The hill stops were great, I'll be honest. I mean, I got it quite quickly to my surprise. But it was the turning, right? The turning, that's what really did it for me.
Those turns at the top of the hill.
Yeah, these are different. But I got it eventually. That fun part, I will not relive it again until I have to. That's like mathematics when you're at school. Until you have to do it again, you leave it alone. But I will practice it, especially when I get my bike. Yeah, I'm definitely going to go down there to practice it because all that makes you a better rider.
So we're descending upon the city, and this is where we're going to encounter the traffic. What are some of the things you can foresee you will come across?
A lot of impatient drivers, pedestrians who are not mindful of what is happening around them.
And even a few bumps and bruises in the road.
Oh, definitely. Well, that's a given. That's our roads now. That's our roads. I'm expecting that.
So far, I have to say you're handling the turns very well. I can see the leg opening, the head
Yeah, the leg
turning.
opening, it's actually opening a lot more now. That was actually one of the roads I was most worried that I would not be able to navigate properly, if I'm being honest.
All right, what do you want to do? Go straight or left?
Let's go left.
Let's go left. All right, we're going left. All right, so we wanted traffic, and here we go. So one of the things you'll notice is I'm never stopping directly behind a vehicle ahead of me. And one of the reasons for that is so that I don't make contact. And also I get to see all the way down the road. If you ever stop directly behind a vehicle ahead of you, like let's say that Tundra that's ahead of us, you will not be able to see above the Tundra,
Right.
very tall vehicle. But to the side, you have a very good vantage point. You're able to see that, okay, there are a complete line of vehicles. So definitely I can't move anywhere.
Okay.
Vantage point is extremely important when you're on a motorcycle. You want to be able to see so you know how to react, how soon you need to react, and also you have the ability to make very quick decisions.
What about going on the left side of the vehicle?
Yeah, the left is not bad. For me, the left just simply means now there's a possibility of pedestrians walking from between two vehicles. So that might be difficult to spot. Again, if it's a taller vehicle and like this lady is going across the road, you won't be able to
Right.
see her. On the right, I mean, I can pretty much see everything here. So there are no surprises on the right.
Right.
Put your phone down, buddy. Also on a motorcycle, you don't have the convenience of putting your windows up and turning on the AC.
Yep. Because it's
Yeah.
already hot.
So riding for the weather is extremely important. This is also the opportunity to practice your slow ride, your clutch control, your braking control. On the motorcycle, don't even think of right of way, just think of what's safest for you to
Yep.
do.
Yep. I'd say, fam. I wouldn't mind owning one.
All right, so you see that guy, if that lady had decided, you know what, I'm going to cross at that particular moment, boom, he would have collided with a pedestrian crossing, showing respect to the pedestrians, we're allowing them to go across that crosswalk. Oblivious.
I told you, pedestrians who are not mindful of what is happening around them.
As it starts to get very gray and gloomy, the traffic gets heavier. Always do that shoulder check whenever you're going across.
Yep.
Blinking lights indicate they don't work. So we're taking extra caution. Alright, so that's it. One part of the traffic done. Red light up ahead.
Yep.
So whenever I see a red light, I normally just slow down before the light. I don't rush, get to the light, and then slow down. Reason for that is I still get to keep going, see? So you rush to the red light, you stop, and then you have to move off. But you slow down before the light, and you cruise. By the time you get to the light, it's just gas up again. So vehicle indicating right, so I'm going to move to the left to protect myself, and then take back my position. Looks like there's an accident up ahead.
Yeah.
Ooh, that would be some traffic to come down into.
By the time, ooh, that's the nun's car. Wow. That's bad.
So we're moving left. You want to make sure you keep glancing over the left shoulder, making sure no one switches lanes onto you. Now look at what they done caused. So is this your first time using a full face helmet?
Yeah.
Alright, what are your thoughts?
Well, it's different, but I like it. I rather that. It cancels a lot of the noise.
Yep, you don't have to worry about stuff flying into your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Only thing though, it does restrict your vision a little
The vision,
bit.
just a bit, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's where my mirrors come in.
Again, we're preparing to move left, so you want to make sure there's some sand in the road.
Mm-hmm.
Always do that glance before. So this is what I'm saying about the vantage point going around the corner. You get to see a lot earlier than if you were over on
Right.
the inside.
Right.
And you don't have to worry about minibuses coming into your path of travel.
Mm-hmm.
Smooth sailing. I suspect you made a telephone call and had all the traffic diverted somewhere else, you know.
That's my kind of traffic. We have a big truck on the way behind us.
And he's switching lanes, really? Wow.
Yep.
Alright, we're doing the head check. So with that truck back there, that's just one of the reasons, or that just reinforces that you cannot control people's actions,
Yep.
especially when you're on the roadway. So the only thing you can do is control yours. If you're not sure what's going on, you just simply slow down, observe, and make a decision. Merging traffic, looking over the left.
Yep.
Couple of bumps in the road. Alright, so this is the point where we normally get a bit of a slowdown. So here comes the fun part. Okay, in this junction, you definitely want to approach slowly. I see a vehicle on the left indicating right. There's absolutely no room for this person to go. So as a motorcyclist, there are many decisions that need to be made. One of those is, at what point in time do I advance? I normally
Right.
like to use the word advance and not overtake, because to advance you move forward but you do so safely. And overtaking just sounds like, you're just rushing ahead of the traffic going
Right.
forward. This intersection on the right hand side is famous for persons making a split-second decision to just swing in to avoid the traffic. So I normally just like to wait until I'm past that intersection
Right.
to advance. So once I'm sure this vehicle ahead of me is not going in there, then I can start to advance. Remember you passed me earlier. I passed you. Always doing your little shoulder check. So the traffic is not moving, so there's no reason to move quickly. So we have another road that goes towards the right to this store. So I'm going to simply wait, make sure no one is going in there before I advance. And also I'm looking to the back of me to make sure no one is going into that store that might come into my path. Now, yes, I could go from now, but I want to make sure that no one is going to make a last-minute decision to advance. And another reason why you don't want to move too quickly is you want to give the vehicles in front of you and also those coming in the opposite direction enough time to
Right.
see that you are coming towards them. That looks like Curly's vehicle. Is that it? Hello.
Hey.
Now this Tundra is...
Yeah, that Tundra is way too big. I think we have a biker behind us.
So loads of intersections in this area, so there's no point advancing until you know for sure. Wow, wow. And that's another thing you have to look out for, believe it or not. You have to look out for other bikers.
Right.
I have a very simple rule that has worked wonders for me. Never overtake or advance anywhere around a gas station.
I agree.
Because in that traffic, someone might be like, you know what, my fuel is low, let me go into the
Let me
gas
get, yep.
station right now. And at that same point, you're side by side, guess what? Boom, you just got picked up. Okay, I can see a motorcyclist coming towards us on that side. So now we advance. Okay, this person has moved to the left. They see us, so we can advance. And we're approaching an intersection, so there's no reason to go extremely
Right.
fast. So we slow down long before the intersection to allow any vehicles moving in and out of the intersection time to do so. This truck has created a bit of a blind spot,
Big time.
but I can see the vehicle coming out of the intersection and there's no room for them to go, so I advance.
Bye.
We have another intersection over on the right hand side.
Yeah, and somebody reversing out of the one on your left. Yeah. Yeah, indicators on.
Perfect. So we're approaching another gas station and a minibus coming over on the left hand side back onto the road. Motorcyclists coming towards us. So how was that?
That was good actually. That was really good.
Not so scary, is it?
No, once you take your time, you don't rush, you enjoy your ride, everything is good.
That's pretty much it. Taking your time, that's the key. Another thing to look out for, traffic coming towards you. As long as there are a line of vehicles, I'll just expect that a motorcyclist is going to be coming around that corner, so I like to normally open out. So
Right.
if they're overtaking, they have enough room to do whatever they need to,
Right.
and then I regain my position. Always look out for the gap. Same thing, I can see a blind spot, so I'm going to open out,
Yeah.
giving motorcyclists room to come down and do whatever they need to. Same thing, open up. Ooh, look at that crater right there. Careful.
Yep.
That was a monster.
Yeah, that would throw your bike off.
Definitely. Your front wheel goes into that. Yeah, you're off the bike for real. Okay, looking out for motorcyclists coming around the corner. That's pretty much it, Scotty.
Yeah, man. Nice and easy, decent riding.
Practicing a little bit of slow ride. Intersection on the left. Okay, no vehicles coming out, no vehicles going in. Alright, so we'll take the right, we'll turn around, and then head back. This time you will be leading.
All right, cool. You're giving us some space to move, so let's do it.
Yep. Your position should be closer to the center.
Okay.
Yeah, right about there is fine.
Yeah, pedestrians looking to cross. Not an intersection, but still vehicles can come out of that. You have craters to your left. We have intersections coming up. One vehicle indicating, another vehicle looking like they want to come out. And of course, we have an intersection on our right. And you have your speed bump coming up. Are we pissing off any vehicles behind us yet?
Not as yet, but the
Okay,
good thing
great.
is because of our formation, if they're going to overtake, they really have to commit.
We have a little obstruction on the road, so vehicles might turn into your lane. Well, not turn, but swerve into your lane.
We have a vehicle overtaking on your right.
All right, I see him.
Yeah, what is the point of that when we're just going to pass you right there? It baffles me. All that to do that.
To turn right.
Wow.
There is an intersection coming up, so we have to be careful for that one. Every driver has their glass up, so that's a good thing. Nobody will be sending any projectiles out of their vehicle. Okay, approaching the intersection now. We have One vehicle coming out. Another intersection, but it's empty. But just for safety's sake, we will stay behind that vehicle.
Very good.
And we're going to stay until we clear all intersections on that stretch. We can advance if we would like to, if it is safe to do so. But for me, you never know what somebody might try to do there. But step on the right side, they just might want to turn or swerve. So with that in mind, I just say we stay behind our car right there. Careful on that side. And we just continue. Bus driver, no indicators, look like he's waiting for someone. And we have a car turning right. We have another intersection coming up. Car coming out.
Yep, just coming out.
A gas station is also on the way, so you want to be careful there. Advancing, I will not advise it.
Don't forget to do, a couple of shoulder checks. You have mirrors, but you always want to make sure.
I've been actually using the mirrors a lot, I'll be honest. I've been using the mirrors quite a bit.
But there are things the mirror might miss that the head check won't, so...
Yeah, okay, I understand. All right, our traffic has stopped briefly. Now, I don't know how you feel about advancing on blind corners, but I don't.
If you were to do it, you would have to look between the vehicles all the way up on the hill. When you see a gap and you feel, okay, that's wide enough for me to go ahead, then... But if you don't feel comfortable, then just chill.
Yeah, I can chill. That's me chilling too much. Normally around here, you could take it, but you have a intersection there.
Yep.
Which doesn't bode well for advancement. And you may never know who or what is not paying attention in traffic like this.
Exactly.
So it's always wiser to play it safe. I hear a siren.
The siren, yep. It's actually behind us.
All right, so we're approaching our favorite intersection.
Speed limit on your left, 40 miles, 64 kilometers.
If there was no traffic, we have a little clearing.
And sometimes when riding, you just see the vehicles just swerve to the left because they've spotted you and they've decided to allow you room to go through.
And a pedestrian now deciding to run across. We're still advancing. The vehicle look like it's going to turn up front.
Very good vantage point for you to spot that.
All right, vehicles have turned off to our left. There is an intersection there. And also coming up with a nice line of traffic. Rubbish truck just pulled off onto the road. As much as I do not want to be behind this, we don't have a choice. Yeah, the reason why they stopped was to allow vehicles coming out of both Sunbuilt and Parrots intersections. So you may not want to take that smell, but just for a little while.
This intersection is where a lot of motorcyclists find themselves in accidents. Because
Oh, yeah,
they're always
definitely.
in a hurry and if someone is allowing another person to come out or go in and then boom, get a collision.
All right, so here you can advance if you want to, but just the mere fact that we have a massive intersection coming up, I choose not to, because you never know what a driver might want to do here. They might want to pull off left or right. You never ever know. So for safety's sake, we just stay on here. Deal with it and then we out.
Yep, good head check. I like that. I like that.
Approaching the gas station, we have a vehicle attempting to come out. Doesn't look like she wants to do so. Just gonna approach carefully. All right. Our vehicles have stopped. Just moving on now. Intersection on our right and our left. Both are clear.
All right, move over to your left. So that corner there would be a blind corner for
We have
you.
a vehicle
So,
coming out. Okay.
so you move to your left to allow any vehicles coming, especially motorcycles, coming down
Right.
towards you.
Right.
So back there, move to your left.
We have intersections there. All are clear. Vehicle coming out of the last one though. Yeah, you have to be careful on that one. That's a supermarket. Always have traffic coming out to there. And we have an intersection there that we need to be careful of, and you have a lot of potholes on the
Yep.
side. You have a pothole here, careful. And we have a very good pedestrian giving us our signs. Pothole here. Vehicle just decided to overtake, careful. And no such thing as a solid line for vehicles, yes? Careful approaching our potholes over there.
Yep. So here you move to your left.
Yeah.
Good head check.
We have a very big truck on the other
Yeah.
side of the road that might scare some crazy drivers, so look out for that.
So that's
Never
why
ever know.
we hug extreme left coming down this hill. Because we never know what's going to come around that corner as well.
Craters all around, careful. Feel like a volcano right now. You have one little one there, but even that is dangerous.
So look out for that manhole cover. You don't want to pass on that.
Yeah.
When that thing is wet, boy, that's Slipperyville.
Oh yeah. We have an intersection coming up, so careful. Let's make sure nothing coming out of there. Very good.
I always point out on this particular double lane, the speeds are actually slower than the national speed limit, but no one seems to recognize that.
Uh-huh. So it's supposed to be at 30?
50, 30, yeah.
50?
So move over to the right. Alright, that's it.
We have a learner to our left.
So that means somebody is going to want to overtake.
Yes, yes. And somebody is overtaking. BMW behind you. We have vehicles slowing down up front. One vehicle is turning to the left in the left lane. I have a car that will want to overtake. So let her do her thing. I see police on that side though. And she's overtaking, but not paying attention. And there we go, Mr. BMW has finally passed. Careful, we have a manhole on the left. Vehicle looking like he wants to come out. He decides to stay in the middle of the road. There's a pothole right on your left, careful.
Right there, yep.
Not sure why they have stopped. Okay, to allow a vehicle to come out in reverse. Alright, so we're heading into the city. We have to watch our speed limit as well as be very, very vigilant.
And there's our speed limit, 20 miles per hour, 32 kilometers.
Sign asking to give way, so we do just that.
Well, just like that, Scotty, we've completed a round of traffic. And honestly, I'm impressed with how vigilant you are, how much you pick up. It shows that you have a great understanding of the flow of traffic and how we maneuver in the traffic,
Right.
the dangers to look out for, and possible hazards as well. Alright, so as this video comes to a close, I want to thank you so much for watching. Hey, if you enjoyed, you know what to do. Hit that like button down below. Also, leave a comment. Let us know what you think. Of course, feel free to share this video, share this link with any and everyone who is considering jumping on a motorcycle or even a bit too nervous to take their newfound skills onto the highways and byways. Because as Scotty showed you, it's not scary at all.
Not at all.
Also, feel free to subscribe. Now, it's all good if you do, it's all good if you don't, but if you don't, you'll be missing out on whatever we get up to next. It might be on a motorcycle, it might be a jungle cruise, it might be swimming with the fish, I don't know. Might be scatty on another ride. So as always, get control of your body, take time for your mind, love yourself first, so you can love others. Until the next time. Poop, poop. Peace. Boom, boom, boom. Ooh, I like that turn right there.